Hey guys, Sean C. Phillips here with another In the Car movie review, and I just got back from seeing the Jennifer Aniston, Paul Rudd film, Wanderlust, and I thought it was a pretty funny movie. The basic idea is, Jennifer Aniston's and Paul Rudd's character basically are looking to buy their first place. They basically have been renting, and it starts with them in the realtor's office, and they're like, well, you know, this is like a teeny little place they're going to buy, but they're going to own it. And they think that now's the right time to do it. And Paul Rudd's character basically works in like an office job, makes pretty good money, so he can pretty much at the time they can afford this. And Jennifer Aniston's character is a documentary filmmaker, and is hoping that she's going to sell her documentary on penguins to HBO. Basically, what ends up happening is she doesn't end up selling the documentary. HBO hates it. And Paul Rudd's character loses his job because where he's working is being taken over. The cops are in there. Something's going wrong, like, shady stuff is going on in the place. So he ends up having no job. So they have to end up moving back, go back to move in with Paul Rudd's brother, who's like, oh yeah, you can stay with me. He's rich, has a good job, has a lot of money. So basically, they go on the road trip to move out there. And, they're basically going to try and drive it in one day. Jennifer Aniston's character's like, I can't stand this. I got to get out. I can't be in this car any longer. So then they end up looking on the GPS and finding whatever the closest motel is. They end up going there, and they see the nude guy, you saw in the trailer. In the trailer, though, they kind of make it look like they find the nudist colony after, they go to the brother's house and hate it there. But in the movie, basically, they see that place first. They spend a day there and meet everybody at the it's not a nudist colony. It's just like a colony of kind of like hippies and stuff that are just sort of tired of the day-to-day life and real typical stuff. And, are vegans, sort of just living on the land, doing their own thing, smoking doobs, all that kind of stuff. And basically, they go there and they just like think they're kind of weird at first, but they get along with everybody and had a pretty fun night. And the next morning, because basically the car, I didn't say that, when they see the nudist guy, they basically back up to get the hell out of there. The car flips on its side, so then they stay there. That's how they end up staying there the first night. And basically the next morning, everyone helps them, flip the car over. They end up going to the brothers. And the brothers are real dick, real rude, and, kind of like talking down to Paul Rudd's character. And basically Paul Rudd sort of loses it and says, I can't take this, I'm leaving. We're not meant to work and do all this shit. So basically they go back to the commune. And basically it's just basically them at the commune and, basically just doing, silly stuff. And that's pretty much the main thing. There's really not too much more to it. There's like kind of like a plot a little bit like Meatballs 4, where they have to, and I don't think this is a spoiler, but if it is, stop listening here. But at one point in the movie, they have to find the deed to the land. So like, don't listen to this, because I don't know if this is a spoiler or not. So if you don't, turn this off. But they have to find the deed to the land, because the guy who owns it, where the hippies and everyone are living, they want to build a casino there. So I don't know if the trailer showed that or not, but that's pretty much the main thing of that. And there's been a lot of talk, Jennifer Aniston's getting topless. You don't see anything in this. They basically, the last couple movies with Jennifer Aniston, this, Horrible Bosses, and then before that, Breakup, they always kept saying, oh, Jennifer Aniston's going topless, Jennifer Aniston, especially Horrible Bosses, people all thought she was going to. And she never does. As far as I've heard, she actually shot it, but then wanted it cut later, or something like that happened. But, it's kind of like, it almost sort of seems like with her movies, especially lately, that's kind of like what, like, the gimmick. They say, oh yeah, she's getting topless, there's going to be a big nude scene. And they do that to get everyone to go to see this. And there were a couple of scenes in the trailer, and that happens a lot, but a couple of the funny moments in the trailer that weren't in the movie, which was kind of interesting. But, I thought the movie was probably out of 5 stars, probably 4, 3.5, 4. I mean, it wasn't a perfect movie, but it was pretty fun. I thought it was pretty funny. There was some really funny stuff with Paul Rudd in the mirror, and the ending was really good. I don't know, I thought it was worth seeing. I don't have a whole ton to say about it, because that's pretty much the main idea, is they, can't stand being with the brother, and they run into some problems at the place, and that's pretty much the main thing. But it was pretty funny. No Jennifer Aniston nude scene. Everyone keeps posting about that. Who knows if she ever will, and by the time she might do it, people are like, oh, I don't want to see her naked anymore. So I don't know, I guess she probably better do it soon, because people keep on talking about that. I never thought she was that great, but, maybe, I think my favorite Jennifer Aniston movie is probably Office Space, and then the one I'm sure she hates, Leprechaun. Anyway, though, thanks a lot for watching, for subscribing, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.